Did we do that right? Cody, did we do these two numbers right? Yes. How do you know?
Because they equal the POR. They equal the cost assigned.
Yes, they equal the cost to be assigned of $400,000. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Aubrey, how about quality tests?
For standard, it was $216,000.
$216,000. How about for the high grade, Scott? Why are you looking at Tony? Well, let's make that clear. So you kind of focus on me then, and let's see what we got to do. Do you have the PDOR for quality tests?
Yes.
What is it? $1,200 per what? No, per quality test. Okay? So we're going to need that $1,200. And for yours, how many quality tests were done for the high grade line? So take 120 times 1,200 on your calculator if you have to, and tell me what that is. How much? 144,000 what? Dollars. Thank you, sir. That is where all those numbers have been coming from, using the same methodology, sir. Is that helpful? You're welcome. Mr. Newland, you're on.
Standard for VA is $80,000.
Okay, $80,000. And since you kind of passed on the last question I asked you, how about this one as well?
$40,000.
$40,000. Okay. And now we can add this up. Can we not? So this is total MO, manufacturing overhead. Total MO, something like that. I'm not sure how you pronounce that the best. Pamela, what is it for standard? I'd say, I'm sorry? Even? Yep, looks like it would be even. Okay, $616,000. Beautiful. Isn't that beautiful, Mr. Kanoy? Christy, do you have the other one?
I believe it is $264,000.
Why do you, so you believe and Brandon tells you that's wrong?
Well, he goes,
Oh, silly Brandon. Nope, that's a
silly Brandon.
That was a comma, not a 9.
Oh, silly Brandon. Nick, do you concur?
Yes.
Awesome. Angie, what have we answered? Anything at all?
We answered the applied manufacturing overhead for each one of the drivers.
So is that 1A?
Yes, sir.
So 1A has now been correctly answered. And Alex finds that less than thrilling. Yawn. I see a lot of yawns during the course of the class period. Oh, yes, ma'am.
It says how much of the overhead will be assigned to each product. So is that each of the individual numbers or the total number that you're looking for?
To the products. So the products are the standard cassettes and the high grade cassettes. Yes. Could we calculate? I mean, the other number we could calculate, I suppose, is total manufacturing overhead per unit. But they didn't ask us for that. And you can also be asked to calculate what is the production run setup manufacturing overhead cost per unit as well. So there's lots of different things, but this one is asking us for what's the total manufacturing overhead for the two product lines. And aren't you glad there's just two of them? It gets more complicated when there's more than two. Lots more math. Are we done with 2B as well, David? David? How do we need to get there from here? Which is the same question I asked Tony last problem. Do you recall the answer? Or how would you answer that now? Because I asked you this question for part 2, and now we're on part 1. How would you answer this question? Help out, David. I'm sure you wouldn't mind. Would you mind? He doesn't care. The more the merrier.
I don't know, the 1.83 maybe Oh, yeah. Product cost. Got it.
So what do I need?
Direct labor, direct material.
Yes. See how easy that was? I mean, it's not like I didn't telegraph it, right?
I was looking down.
Direct labor, direct materials. Well, I need to go kind of load it again, I suppose. So what's this supposed to help you remember? There are how many categories of product costs? 3. Direct materials, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead. And here, we were missing 2, right? Before I started, in fact, we're still missing 2 in terms of numbers, right? Thank you, Catherine. That was a very, very clearly, her head was moving. Yes. So, Mr. Roberts, would you be willing to give me a number? Maybe standard direct labor? $348,000. What's wrong, Mr. Knoy?
Well, I did the whole problem, and Laura pointed out that I did not change my nine-color problem. So he's wrong. There we go, we do no problem again.
Carrie, you did it in pencil, Carrie, can you give me another number, please? For what? 250,000 what? Thank you. Taylor, another number, please.
Standard direct material.
Is that what you said? No, it goes there. At least the rest of your classmates were pretty sharp, though, and kind of on top of things. Taylor, another number, please.
High grade direct labor is $132,000.
Okay. What other number are we missing? Nick? I'm sorry?
$228,000.
So you were making sure, he was kind of conferring with everybody around him before he actually said the number out loud. I've had a I've had a 228,000. What calculation did I catch you in, Nick? Oh, and he didn't even have his calculator in his hand.
Well, I like using my head.
Okay. And so what calculation was I interrupting? Yes.
Well, I had it done wrong, so I didn't correct two
Okay.
It is confusing.
Yeah. It's confusing to explain. Nathan, do you have anything calculated? Awesome. What do you have calculated?
Total cost for standard is $1,214,000.
And really, to be more precise, what kind of cost is this? Total what kind of cost? Total production cost or total product cost. Very good. Tony, what do you have for high grade?
6.4.
How much?